group of prisoners surrounded a black man lying on the bed, ignoring his resistance completely, determined to give the new guy a brutal welcome. Hearing those disturbing sounds, the main character finally realized how terrifying prison could be. He initially thought 16 months wasn't that long and would pass quickly, but now, every second felt unbearably slow, especially thinking about the guy on the bed. He made up his mind. He absolutely couldn't become the next victim, but trouble arrived immediately the next day. The main character accidentally bumped into a gang member. The guy instantly exploded. His loud shouting attracted all the inmates' attention. This was the worst situation. If he showed any weakness now, his life inside would be ruined forever. He clenched his teeth and immediately started throwing punches. He shocked everyone by beating the guy so hard, the man didn't even fight back until guards intervened. This caught another gang's attention. They sent someone to speak to him, saying they admired his toughness and invited him to join. He couldn't wait to accept. After all, having gang protection meant not living in constant fear. But before joining, he had to pass a test like everyone else. No exceptions. He had to protect a balloon from breaking for an entire week. But prison was dangerous every second. Where could he possibly hide it? He had no idea, but he knew he couldn't afford to fail. That night, he hardened himself once again. He actually took his last mint toothpaste and rubbed it on the balloon, then crawled into bed. With a frown, he slowly pushed the balloon into his body. Finally, the long week ended. During yard time, he hid in a corner and carefully took out the balloon, cleaned it up, and handed it to the gang leader. The leader was very pleased and officially welcomed him, but the good times didn't last long. The leader approached Jack, ordering him to kill someone. Jack immediately felt anxious, but the leader was clear. If Jack refused, their drug smuggling in prison would be exposed. Jack strongly resisted the idea, but his hands were already dirty. Backing out would mean certain death. His gangmates dragged the target into a camera blind spot. Jack held the knife, his hand trembling uncontrollably. After a moment's hesitation, he stabbed the knife down. He clearly understood. With that stab, his life was officially over. 6 months later, two gangs of different races clashed violently. Jack secretly took out a pencil hidden under a table. By now, he was already a minor leader. His gang deliberately positioned him away from camera views to avoid evidence. But in the chaos, Jack saw his fellow gang member about to be ambushed. Without thinking, he rushed forward and knocked the attacker down, then repeatedly stabbed him with the pencil. At that moment, the guards fired shots to end the riot. Jack looked up and realized the surveillance camera was pointed directly at him. He knew it was over. The entire attack was captured on film. Jack received an additional 10-year sentence. In court, he turned and saw the disappointment in his wife's eyes. He knew clearly, once your hands were stained with blood, you could never return to normal life. Jack coldly told his wife to completely forget about him. Jack was sent to a maximum security prison. Shortly after, he received a letter from his wife. Opening it, he found divorce papers. Jack felt intense pain, but still signed an agreement.